미역 줄기 볶음, 미역 줄기 볶음, 반찬. Hi guys, welcome back. This is a banchan video. Banchan means side dish in Korean. These are what you typically eat with a hot bowl of rice, but some banchan are delicious just to eat on their own, and this is one of our absolute favorites. Chewy yet crunchy at the same time, they're very satisfying to eat. These are found in the refrigerated section and are packed in a lot of salt. You gotta rinse that off or soak it. The seaweed doesn't need a lot of cooking, but that salt needs to be washed off. You can get away with just rinsing it thoroughly, but if you want to get most of the salt out, you will want to soak these guys for at least 30 minutes. So let's go do that now. We're going to soak them for, 10 minutes because we just don't have the patience and filming happens on a whim around here. But you want to give it a rough rinsing with your hands first. You see how cloudy that salt water gets? Let's see if we can get that water clear before we leave it to soak. Even that one's much better. But if you were to taste it right then, you'd find it incredibly salty. You can just eat them raw though. It's a bit tough, but totally edible if you are curious to try them right away. We're going to leave them to hang out for a bit. You can also blanch this for a couple of minutes if you want to speed this along. Edible seaweed is a great source of iodine, which helps your thyroid work properly. The thyroid regulates your metabolism, energy, and mood. At the same time, too much iodine is not good for you. So, like with everything in moderation. Now that that's good enough or so, let's take it and get it ready to cook. We're one step closer to eating. Now you must know that Koreans love garlic. You must have some in your kitchen at all times, okay? So I'm not going to give you a measurement for just how much garlic you want in here. How much do you love garlic? Only you know the answer to that. Obviously, we love garlic a lot, and so we will use this much. Is it too much? Does it look obscene? I don't know what people may say, but it was delicious. Plus, garlic's really healthy. Everybody knows that. So I don't want Oppa to come across as an infomercial character or anything, but...
You're gonna be in a great mood all day because you're gonna be slapping your troubles away.
Man, that guy was good. Okay, we got this as a gift, and it works the same way. Usually I hate gimmicky stuff like this. I hate that it works, but at least it doesn't take up space and you can keep it to use just for garlic, so it keeps its wonderful aromas to itself. If you cook Korean food, you gotta have something for the garlic, whether it's an old school press or fancy thingamajig where you buy the pre-minced stuff in a tub. Just, lot of garlic in Korean recipes. Like I said, we keep it and use it only for garlic. So, garlic is done. Our beautiful garlic is ready. And that is prep work done. We're pretty much ready to cook. Oh no, one more step. You want to cut these into bite-sized pieces. They have that satisfying crunch, gives a bite with chew. Why is chewing so satisfying? But you want to be able to grab a few pieces at a time, not have seaweed noodles, which would look incredibly unattractive in humans. Most people will be familiar with these seaweed stems from the sushi restaurant or Costco. Wakame salad is made from the same thing. Blanching it makes it a bright green. You'll find at the Korean market they'll have many types of seaweed ingredients available. The dried seaweed is commonly used for Korean birthday soup, which is seaweed soup, very healthy. But these types of salted, refrigerated seaweeds have different types too. Different shapes, different sizes, different colors. Obviously, this depends on how large your Korean mart is, but this one right here, the julgi, are pretty common and easy to find. Finally, let's get cooking. Put a generous amount of oil in a pan, although to be honest, I think we could have done with half that amount Oppa is showing here. You use your own judgment to how you like things done. All you need it for is to get a coating of flavor throughout the seaweed from the garlic you will infuse in there soon. Like I said before, this seaweed can technically be eaten raw. It's just to get rid of the toughness. Cooking time depends again on your preference. Like, do you like your pasta super al dente or kind of softer? It's really up to you. We cook it hot and fast, so it needs some continuous stirring action. I'd say we cooked for a total of 5 minutes top. Add some sesame oil. If you don't like sesame oil, don't use it, but I personally adore sesame oil. I put that on everything. Let's get that going with the garlic now, and this is the last minute running towards the finish line. Give it a taste and season with salt if needed. You could also season it with a bit of soy sauce, totally up to you. We enjoy the garlic flavor to be prominent, so we just kept it to salt. And that is how you make seaweed banchan. Put it in a big banchan container. This is a pretty fresh side dish though. I mean, you should make what you'll eat that day or the next. I don't think this will keep very long. If you soak the whole package but find it's too much to eat in one sitting, you can drain it well and freeze the rest. Just defrost it next time and rinse under running water and it'll be ready to use. This can be one of many side dishes on the table. We just don't do banchan the typical way. You're supposed to batch cook a bunch of dishes and bring out different rotations throughout the week. We tend to just cook on the fly. On one hand, if we have banchan other than kimchi on the table, it's cooked fresh, and also we never have the same thing. We never have to eat leftovers, but on the other hand, we never have 5 different kinds of banchan on the table at the same time. We do eat it with rice, but we like it just on its own too, like a nice garlicky salad. Yep, this doesn't last long around here. Anyway, this is so garlicky, so crunchy and chewy, and you feel good about eating it because it's sea vegetables. It's so good. It's so, so good. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.